Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Powell, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Return begins inside the 10. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he steps out of bounds. That's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll run the option. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Oh, my gosh. The defense is attacking that football. That ball's on the ground. They almost come up with a turnover on the first play of the game.
Getting set, second down play here. To throw, it's Collins. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
It's a rough opening possession. They're now backed up. It's 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, drops back. Pulls it in. It's Green. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Receivers are bunched together. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, it is incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Scanning the field. It's Collins. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they'll use the ground game here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into cover.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
That LSU offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
He'll ride the back again here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
3rd down coming up after that running play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space. making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down here for this offense. He hands it to the back. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quick throw caught on the left side. Finding some room at the 25. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. It's just the middle to get stuck. That run goes nowhere. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll try the option play here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Hard running there, breaking tackles. The returner is brought down. Gets to start with the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Are coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Gonna run it. It's Baxter. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Third down play for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looking to make a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
LSU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's past the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
14, Texas, 0. Texas.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your Texas Longhorns will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Caught over the middle. It's Mendoza. Good enough for the first down with a 37.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Ball moves to 37 on the gain. It's first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaking tackles. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Trying to extend the play. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Try and muscle for the first down. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
LSU offense will take over first and 10.
Bengals offense is back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Well, he extended the play, but doesn't find the receiver open and goes down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. Back to pass. It's Collins. Here's the throw deep downfield. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 20. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. The defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Off target with the throw. Incomplete. Nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And this one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. LSU offense back onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Got him. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this crucial play coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Collins. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
And they'll kick it away here. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive.
LSU offense will take over first and 10.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And looking to throw now on first down. Pass not complete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The shotgun handoff here. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. He was successful with his first try. This one from 39 yards out. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return.
LSU offense will take over first and 10.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And that running play goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Takes the field. They begin with a quick throw to the left. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
27, LSU, Texas.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Defense just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Here's the option play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
No problem. Knocks it right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Texas.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. He scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loses 3. Brings up.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Manning. The pocket breaking down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking to scramble. Took contact on the throw. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the try here for the extra point. PHC up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that previous play. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Play action here on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Returner decides to fair catch this. back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He'll pitch it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 27, LSU 24.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. No huddle now for the offense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Running back with the football. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Turner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Handoff running right. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Now the try for the point after to make it a 3-point game. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. The kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it'll look better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They stop him right at the 24. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Shotgun formation, here's an inside give. Brought down at the 33, that's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a run. Running back's got it. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
Sack sets up second down. And here's the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
34. Texas.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense takes the field. When it comes down to this, they need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Receiver makes the grab.
Let me tell you something, Chris. That is a great play by that defender. You're talking about one of the elite receivers with incredible speed, with space. He's got room to shake and get free and pick up more yards, but a great tackle in the open field right there to prevent it.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Scanning the field. It's Manning. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, LSU.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Will he score here? Touchdown, Texas, to take the lead in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. LSU offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with. Will they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. That sack sets up a second down and very long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who is going to make